Good afternoon, and welcome to the Facebook channel. I am Mr. J.F. Chavong, and I'll be assisting you with mathematical literacy. So now we want to make sure that your mind does not get into a lockdown mode, because after the lockdown there will be you and plenty of schoolwork to do. So to make sure we don't save the work for school reopening, but we have to make sure we eat the work bit by bit to ensure when school reopens we are all up and ready for school. So now one of the topics that I have to do is unit conversion, but in fact I don't like to call this thing a topic, but I like to call it a tool, because the tool that you need is not necessarily a topic, because this is what you have to know to solve other problems. For example, if you are given to solve perimeter, you'll need to know already how to convert between different units, kilometers, meters, millimeters, and what. So you have to know. As well, it's important, because if you don't know how to convert unit, let's say now you move from one country to another country, you move from South Africa, we are using metric system or SI units, and then you go to the United States where they're using imperial unit system, where now the distance there is written in inches when you are used to distance that is written in kilometers. So you must be able to change between units. If they say 5 inch, then you can convert there and use your kilometers that you are used to. So but now, for now, I want us to do very few problems depending on time. If we have time, we'll do more. But for now, I want us to do conversion between unit of masses. So now I want us to convert between kgs, which are kilograms, and grams. So now, firstly, the first thing that you need to know when it comes to conversion, it's your conversion factor. Conversion factor is what shows the relationship between two units. So now let us consider kgs and grams, kilograms and grams. So now we are saying we are saying 1 kg is equals to how many grams. To say 1 unit is equals to how many units, that is your conversion factor. Now there's this new word, or some of you might have known that the word k, the word kilo, the k there is standing for the word kilo, and kilo is equals to 1,000. Right? So in other words, anything we are saying kilo, we are saying 1,000 of those. Right? If you have 1,000 apples, kilo apples, but it does not make sense. If you have thousands of pens, you're saying kilo pens. You are allowed, mathematically speaking, but it's not making sense, or it's not sounding good, though it's good. So if you have 1 kg, 1 kilogram, that means you have 1,000 grams. Get into your mind that the word kilo means 1,000. Now if you have kilometers, how many? That means you have 1,000 of meters. 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters. 1 kilogram is equal to thousands of grams. So that's fine. So now this is a conversion factor, because it shows the relationship between the units kg and the units grams. Let's say now we have a problem. Now our problem, let's say e.g. now we want to convert 55 kilograms. We convert these units to be in grams. So you see the formula that I've written here. You have this part that is given, and you have this part here. This part is your conversion factor. You remember what shows the relationship between your units is your conversion factor. Given it's what you are, what is there in the problem, what you are given, and this one, the unit to is the units that you are going to. The unit from is the units that you are coming from. So for example, let's take the 55 kgs. What are we given in this question? We are given 55 kgs and want to convert them into grams. So we write what is given. What is given is 55 kg multiply by units 2. ask your conversion factor now. Unit 2, your question is saying go to grams, write grams, and go to your conversion factor to look for the number that is before the grams. So in this problem we have before the grams we have 1000. So unit 2 we have 1000 grams. Then units from using a conversion factor, your question is from kilograms to grams. So you write your kg. Go to your conversion factor and look for the number before kg. It is 1. Then you take your calculator, you press your calculator. You have 55 multiply by 1000 over 1. 1000 over 1. Then you get this thing equals to 55,000 what grams, because these kgs and those kgs they cancel. So now you have successfully converted from your kgs to grams, right? So when you write your final answer, it must have the unit. So let's look if we have time. Yes, we still have some few minutes. Let's look at another problem. Let's erase this one. Let's leave it here. We don't have to erase it. We just write it, the second one. The second problem, let's write it here. Number. Now let's write it, the second one. The second one, let's say we convert now 5 kilometers to meters. Now you need to have the conversion factor, because it will guide you how to convert. So now, what is the relationship between, you ask yourself, what is the relationship between the units that you are asked to convert? So now you want the relationship between what? Kilometer and meters. So now let's see what is the relationship. My learners, I know you'll get this one. I just told you 1 kilometer is equal to how many meters? And then remember I said kilo means what? 1000 always. So 1 kilo means you have 1000 is 1000 meters, correct? Because you know kilo said kilo means thousands of things. Now you have kilometers, so it's thousands of meters. The formula is saying given. So what is given here? We are given 5 kilometers to change into what? Into meters. Let's write what is given here. 5 kilometers is what we are given, times the formula is saying units 2. Units 2, what is the unit 2? You want to go to meters. Write your meters. And then from here, look for your conversion factor and see the number that is before your meters. The number that is before there is what? It's 1000 over units from. Unit from, what is the unit from? Kilometer. They are from kilometer. What is the number before kilometer? There is 1. Then you go and press your calculator, right? You go and press your calculator. That is 5 times or multiply by 1000. So it's very slow, the calculator, but you can see if you do the calculation that this thing is equal to 5,000 meters, and then you have successfully converted. Now let's look at last problem in less than a minute. Let's erase here. Now let's say the problem is asking you to convert what? You convert 500 meters. Write this thing in kilometers. So it's simple. What is given according to the formula? We are given 500 meter in our question. In our question we are given what? 500 meter multiply unit 2. You want to go where? You want to go to your kilometer. Then what is the relationship between meters and kilometer? Go to your conversion factor. The unit to its kilometer. What is the number that is before kilometer? There is a 1 over unit from where? The units are from meters. Write them. Then after writing, go to your conversion factor. Ask what is the number before there. There is a 1,000. Right? Then you press your calculator and then you find that this is equals to 0. It will be 0.5. 0 is what? 0.5. 0.5 what? Kilometer. Right? And then you have your correct answers. So we will give you more problems. In the next video, I will be doing conversion between temperatures, which is from from Fahrenheit to degrees Celsius, between the units of temperature. We'll be doing that in the next video. Thank you for watching. Make sure you stay home, you wash your hands, and make sure you self-isolate, social distancing, to make sure you are safe from the coronavirus. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.